You've crushed your career, provided for your family, maybe even built a successful business. But somewhere along the way, you stop prioritizing your health, and if you're being honest with yourself, it's catching up to you. Your energy isn't what it used to be. You've got a belly that won't budge, and it's getting harder to ignore the reality that you're not just aging, you're declining. But what if I told you it doesn't have to be this way? That you can get leaner, stronger, and more energetic regardless of your age or how busy your life is. That your next 2 decades can be better than your last two. Well, over the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how you can achieve all that with a system built specifically for men with demanding lives, not for 25-year-olds with unlimited time. Now, who the hell am I to be making that promise? My name is Jimmy Mackey, founder and head coach at Catalyst Transformations, where we've helped over 400 high-performing men in their 40s, 50s, and 60s completely transform their health. But I didn't start here. 5 years ago, I was working over 70 hours a week as a personal trainer while building Catalyst nights and weekends. During that period, I stopped prioritizing my own health and gained 38 pounds. It got to the point where I'd need 6 coffees just to make it through the day, and I'd get out of breath walking up the stairs to the gym where I worked every morning. But the worst part wasn't the physical decline or how I looked to anyone else. It was knowing that I betrayed my own standards. I lost respect for myself, and it was bleeding to every other part of my life, my relationships, my productivity, my business. I let this go on for 2 full years until one day I looked in the mirror and realized I was completely ashamed of what I let myself become. So I decided to fix it, but I wasn't going to half-ass it. I dove into the scientific literature, spent tens of thousands learning from top experts in the field. I did what the research said worked. I trained 6 days a week, did cardio after every session, followed a super clean diet, meal prepped every single night. And honestly, it worked. I saw great results at first. But here's what I didn't account for. This approach consumed my entire life. I'd come home from work, meal prep for an hour, go to bed, wake up, train, work all day, repeat every single day. My cortisol was jacked. I couldn't go out to eat without stressing about the food. Everything felt like I had to stay perfectly dialed or it'd all fall apart. And the second I had a single moment of weakness, one missed workout, one unplanned meal, everything unraveled. I slipped back into old habits and ended up right back where I started. That's when I realized the real problem. Most guys think the same thing I did. This stuff isn't rocket science. I know what to do, lift weights, eat more protein, walk more. I just need to actually do it. But that's where you're wrong and where I was wrong too. It's not your lack of discipline. It's not your lack of willpower. It's your systems. You see, most fitness systems, even the science-backed ones, are designed for people who can make fitness their one and only priority. People with unlimited time and mental bandwidth to stay perfectly dialed in 24/7. They require your life to revolve around fitness. So the second you slip up, one missed workout, one unplanned meal, one stressful week, everything breaks and you're back to square one. And here's what really hit me. These approaches broke for me. Sure, I was working very long hours, but I was relatively young, working in fitness with no kids yet. If I couldn't sustain it, imagine trying to follow that same approach at 40, 50, or 60 with a family, a business, and even more responsibilities. It's just destined to fail. So I built something different, a system designed specifically for high-performing men who want real results without sacrificing their career, their family, or their life. One that works with your life, not against it. I've proven it works with over 400 men in their 40s, 50s, and 60s who've used this exact system to drop 20 to 50 pounds, build lean muscle, and maximize their health span. Dusty is one of them. 64 years old, both hips replaced, dropped 33 pounds, and got stronger than he's been in 3 decades. Here's what he has to say.
I was 255 to 260 pounds, the weakest physically I'd ever been in my life, which was impacting balance, energy. I had decided I will never be able to rebuild this muscle mass. We beat our 10% body weight goal, and I'm considering what will be the next goal. So muscle is coming back, balance is coming back, confidence is coming back, energy is coming back. It changed how I look at aging. It changed how I look at the work I do with CEOs around the country. It changed how I interact with my family.
Now, results like Dusty's don't happen by accident, and they definitely don't happen through restricting harder or just having more willpower. They come from having a system that works even when you're not perfect, a system that doesn't break the second life gets messy, one that accounts for travel, business dinners, late meetings, family obligations, all of it. That's what we've built at Catalyst. Our system consists of 3 distinct phases. Phase 1, the assessment. Phase 2, your personalized plan. Phase 3, accountability and support. Let me walk you through each one. Phase 1, the assessment. Before we build you anything, we need to fully understand you. So we start by looking under the hood at testosterone, metabolic markers, inflammation, cardiovascular health, nutrient deficiencies, all of it. Without this data, your plan won't work optimally, or worse, it'll actually work against you. Then we assess your lifestyle. The perfect plan on paper won't do shit if you can't actually execute it. It needs to be realistic, enjoyable, and flexible for you and your family. Where most programs treat you like a 25-year-old with unlimited time, we meet you exactly where you are. Then we jump into phase 2, your personalized plan. Once we know what we're working with, we build your personalized plan around 3 core levers that become the foundation of your transformation. Lever 1, convenience-based nutrition. This is the main driver of your overall health and weight loss. I'm talking about 80% of the battle. For it to work long term, though, it needs to be convenient and sustainable. You can't spend your life in the kitchen. You've got shit to do. You can't feel like you're on a diet. It needs to feel like this is just how I eat. But that's the problem most guys face. When you're stressed and time feels compressed, you grab whatever's convenient. And usually what's convenient is garbage. Let's be real. And the way you win with nutrition is by making the right option that convenient option. That's what we do. We give you go-to meals you can order at any restaurant, quick recipes you can cook at home in 3 to 10 minutes, grab and go options for travel. So when life gets busy, the easy choice is the right choice. Client dinner, you know exactly what to order. Airport, you know what to grab. Family dinner, same meal as everyone else, just portion for your goals. Zero guesswork, you'll predictably lose 1 to 3 pounds per week, depending on your starting weight, obviously, and drastically improve your metabolic health, which fights all chronic disease. Lever 2, time efficient training. Nutrition drives weight loss and training builds muscle. Combined, that's how you lose fat, not just weight. We don't exercise to burn calories, we train to build muscle. This way you end up leaner and stronger, not skinnier and weaker. And when you focus on compound lifts that work multiple muscle groups at once, and you vary the type of stimulus your muscles get, your body keeps responding, giving you more gains in less time. That's why my clients and I get better results in just 3 45-minute sessions a week than your average gym bro who trains 6 times a week for 2 hours. And on top of building muscle, training like this builds real strength. Strength that allows you to play basketball with your kids, hike with your partner, and create memories that make the whole thing worthwhile. Because strength isn't just about looking better, it's the single biggest predictor of longevity. Lever 3, recovery protocols. Perfect nutrition and training mean nothing if you're not recovering. Chronically elevated cortisol, your stress hormone, sabotages everything. It packs on belly fat as a survival mechanism, drives up inflammation, which sets you up for chronic disease. That's why we dial in your stress with sleep optimization and nervous system regulation protocols that fit your busy schedule. Not only does this make sure you actually get leaner and live longer, it makes you perform better too. Sharper at work, more present at home, more energy for what matters. And even if you can't sleep more hours in the day, we help you sleep deeper so you wake up actually refreshed instead of hitting the snooze button 5 times. Once these 3 levers are in place, the third and final phase is what makes sure you actually execute. That is phase 3, accountability and support. You get a 2-on-1 coaching experience. Me as your fitness coach, and Malai holds a master's in nutrition as your nutritionist. We're in your pocket every day. We adjust your plan as needed to keep results rolling, answer questions in real time, jump on coaching calls on demand. And here's the most important part. We hold you to a higher standard until that standard becomes your own. Because accountability isn't about permanently depending on us, it's a bridge. We support you until healthy living becomes so core to how you operate in the world that it's automatic. It's just what you do, like brushing your teeth. And at that point, you don't need us anymore, or anyone else for that matter. You're lean year-round, you have all-day energy when everyone else is dragging, and you don't avoid mirrors or make excuses. Most importantly, though, you know your lifestyle isn't just adding years to your life, it's adding life to your years. And you've got 30, 40, even 50 good ones ahead of you. And I'm not just saying this. I've seen it happen time and time again. Take Steven, 55-year-old global executive, travels to 2 countries a month, recently diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. He tried keto, intermittent fasting, fitness apps, but just every time he traveled, it all fell apart. We built him a system that worked whether he was home or halfway around the world. And in 6 months, he dropped 40 pounds, reversed his diabetes, his A1C went from stroke and heart attack territory to very good. His doctor even made the nurse retest him because he didn't believe the results. Then there's Micah, 40 years old, father of 5, running multiple businesses, grinding at 5 a.m., running 50 plus miles a week, zero fat loss, constantly exhausted. He put it perfectly. Before this program, I thought getting in shape was wizardry. Now I understand it's just a game of systems. He dropped 26 pounds in 16 weeks without the 5 a.m. grind and without burning himself out. He's maintained his results for over a year now, and his kids are struggling to keep up with him instead of vice versa. Same schedule, same 5 kids, different system. Look, Dusty, Steven, and Micah are just 3 of the over 400 men we've worked with. We've helped CEOs traveling 20 days a month, surgeons working 80-hour weeks, single dads with split custody, guys starting at over 300 pounds, guys who are already lean but just wanted to see their abs. If you're thinking, this won't work for my situation, I get it. It can feel that way when you've tried so many things and nothing's stuck. But here's the truth. These guys don't have better genetics than you. They're not less busy than you. They just had a system that actually worked for their bodies and their lives. So will this work for you? That comes down to one thing. Are you willing to make your health non-negotiable? Because if you're not, it really doesn't matter how good your system is. And I'm not saying it needs to be your number one priority. You don't have to quit your job and abandon your kids just to get in shape. I just spent 10 minutes showing you that's not the case, but it does need to be a priority. Because if it's not, if you keep treating your health like an optional side project, you'll keep letting meetings bump your workouts. You'll keep eating like shit whenever you're stressed or traveling, and you'll keep telling yourself later, next quarter, after things settle down. And you already know how that story ends. A year from now, 5 years from now, shit, 10 years from now, you'll still be in the same spot. And for being honest, probably worse. But on the flip side, if you draw a line in the sand and make your health non-negotiable, if you commit to making it a part of your lifestyle and you pair that with the right system, transforming your health becomes automatic. And as a result, you look lean year round, wake up with all day energy, and have that quiet confidence that comes from knowing you've got decades of good years ahead of you. So if you're ready to make your health non-negotiable and build a body that supports the life you've built, click the link below and book a free consult call with me. We'll walk through where you are right now, where you want to go, what's been holding you back, and map out your personalized game plan. No pressure, no BS, just an honest conversation about you and how you can achieve your goals. So stop waiting for the perfect moment, click the link, book the call, let's chat.